for preparation for the level 2 exam. Okay, so this session is about your level 2 preparation guidelines, and we will explain you a little bit about IEO exam pattern also. So let's just start the session. I would like to, before we start, I would like to ask students, how many students have qualified for the level 2 who have joined this session?
I have.
Yes, yes. You can raise your hands. I can see the hand raise. I can see. So all the students who have qualified for level 2 exam, many congratulations to all of you. You have reached a milestone and you are ready to uh, win the other milestone, right? Yes, I can see. Yeah, I can see most of the students have raised their hands. So wonderful, wonderful. Even if students have not qualified for the level 2, but they are looking for preparation. On your hand as of now, I can see many students have qualified. So a lot of congratulations to all the students who have qualified for the level 2 exam. Okay, wonderful. So students, let's go ahead. In this slide, in this presentation, we are going to, first of all, introduce ourselves, like who we are, why are we giving this presentation, why are we informing you about level 2 preparation. So those who have not aware about MTG Learning Media, so MTG Learning Media is an organization which is established since year 1982 and is a helping hand for millions of students for their academic excellence in any competitive exams they are appearing, be it NEET, JEE, or Olympiads. MTG is offering all the resources, all the powerful resources, quality content for all these exams in the form of monthly magazines, foundation books, Olympiad books, Olympiad's test series also there, school books, online classes. So there are ample amount of content which has been created by MTG's dedicated resources, dedicated team for creating this wonderful content. And MTG is the official academic partner for Science Olympiad Foundation also. So I hope you are aware about MTG now. So what you will come to know from this session, from this amazing session, introduction about IEO exam, second level qualification ranking, understanding level 2 pattern and the syllabus, IEO vocabulary building strategies, how to cover IEO syllabus beside schools, and tricks to score high marks in level 2 exam. So first of all, let's understand about IEO. What is IEO exam? So IEO exam is International English Olympiad. Those who have given level 1 exam, they are already aware of it. And it is conducted by Science Olympiad Foundation every year uh, at international level. So all the students, even not from India, but outside India also participate in this examination. So you can understand like how big this exam is. So you are competing with the students worldwide. So students of class 1 to 12 are eligible for this exam, and these exams are conducted through schools only. So registrations for the Olympiad exam through schools only. You must be wondering what is the benefit for taking this Olympiad exam? So Olympiad exam, it's not only building your English grammar and vocabulary, your academics, but also it gives a platform to test your ability to analyze complex questions, to analyze, to use your critical thinking and develop your creative and problem solving skills. So this gives you a clarity about writing skills, your organizations, your coherence. So this gives a platform, a wonderful platform to develop these skills right from the childhood. Okay. What are the criteria for level 2 exam? I mean, what are the criteria for qualifying for the level 2? So first of all, top 5 students of class wise who appeared for the first level Olympiad. In any class, top 5 students of each school, they are qualified for the first level of Olympiad. In addition to the above criteria, students also qualified for the second level Olympiad based on the achievement in these criteria, like class toppers. If there are 10 students from a class who have appeared in the Olympiad exam and at least secured 50% or more marks, then the class topper will be qualified for the level 2 exam. top 25 rank holders class-wise from each zone. This exam is for grade 3 onwards. So level 1, level 2, class 1 and class 2 have only level 1 exam. So grade 3 onwards, IEO exam is conducted at level 2 also. What are the criteria? What are the exam pattern that is going, going to come in your level 2 examination? You can see there is class 3 to 4. Class 3 to 4, you have, 1 minute. So for class 3 to 4, you have 3 sections: word and structure knowledge, reading, achiever section questions. Word and structure knowledge has 20 questions, 1 mark per question. So total marks are 20. Reading section has 10 questions, 1 mark per question, 10 marks total are there. Achiever section has 5 questions, 2 marks per questions, and 10 total marks are there. For grade 5 to 12, we have word and structure knowledge. 35 questions are there for this section, 1 marks each. For reading section, we have 10 questions, and for achiever section, we have 5 questions. So total 50 questions are there for grade 5 onwards, and 35 questions are there for grade 3 and 4. So total is 40 for 3 and 4, and 60 for class 5 to 12 students. So accordingly, you can see like what are the number of questions that comes in each section, so you can prepare accordingly. Okay, so let's go ahead and see like what are the sections, what are different sections, and what kind of questions comes in these sections. So I'll just go ahead and explain you about that. What is the criteria for second level qualification? So those students who appear for the second level exam, and what is the criteria for ranking in second level? Total marks secured in level 2 exam. In case the topper of the subject is considered for the higher ranking, the first ranking criteria. In case 2 or more students secured same number of marks, the ranks will be determined on the basis of the sections. Total marks secured in level 1 exam also. So students are compared, what are the marks compared in the level 1 exam and what are the marks in level 2. So on the basis of these two, the winners are announced. Marks secured in sections in level 1 exam, according to they are given higher priority. So in level 1 exam, if you have scored more marks in achiever section or in the sections given as per the SOF algorithm, then those ranks will be higher on the higher priority. In case 2 or more students secure the same marks under all above categories, then they will be awarded the same rank. Exam duration is 60 minutes for level 2. There is no negative marking. So students, you can take your best, even you are not sure of any answer, or you are not sure of the option which is correct or wrong. So you can take the best logical guess, because there is no negative marking. Practice regularly to improve your speed and accuracy. Practice lots and lots of questions of level 2 pattern. Level 2 exam for this year will be conducted on Sunday, which is 9th of February 2025, for all subjects IEO, IMO, and NSO. So all the students who have who qualify for all the 3 subjects, they will have exam on single day. There will be gap of 1 hour between the 2 exams. So these exams will be conducted on the same day. So students, if you have qualified for IEO and you think that you will be qualified for IMO and NSO also, that's wonderful. And you, you are remarkable students. Okay. So start preparing early and give your best preparation in the level 2 exam. Exact time and the venue will be shared by end of the January 2025. So you can download the admit card also from a SOF website, which is sofworld.org. There are a few types. Let's discuss about the type of questions that are asked in IO Level 2 exams section wise. So this session, this webinar we have taken for all the students for grade 3 to 8. So we will be taking questions, mixed questions from all these grades. But once we have the actual sessions starting from 27th of January, for each class, for each grade, the syllabus will be covered as per their prescribed syllabus by SOF, and the level 2 based practice questions will be covered in the classes. So classes for level 2 will be starting from 27th of January. Oh, sorry, my mistake. It's 27th of December. So we have Anjali ma'am with us, who is a lead trainer in our IO level 2 classes. There are different teachers in different classes. So Anjali ma'am is taking one of the class. So she is here with us today, who will be taking uh, who will be taking these few slides in this presentation about the IO exam pattern and about the few questions about the vocabulary tips that she will be giving. So she will take over now. Anjali ma'am, you can start sharing
Yeah,
your
thank you
screen.
so much, ma'am. So I would definitely go ahead with the congratulations to each one of you for sharing or for locating this thing. That definitely you, as ma'am has very clearly said, that you have crossed a milestone. And yes, of course, with the milestone comes up with the another mountain milestone. Please note the word mountain milestone we are talking about, and this is how we actually dig into the vocabulary, where we are definitely locating different styles, different areas, different things, that how we are going ahead to enhance and to improve our, I can say, vocabulary, I can say the reading pattern, I can say the different areas where definitely IEO is having the basis upon. So level 1, level 2, of course, a slight, I can say, the difficulty level definitely enhances. And as we are having bunch of intellectuals over here, I know they will crack level 2 as well. So let us look at that, what kind of questions we are talking about. I hope my screen is visible to each one of you.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, this when we are talking about the section one, we are definitely talking about the word and the structure knowledge. Now, word and structure knowledge comes up with the I can say something which is there in abundance. Now, we can say I can say the object which is cooling our water bottles, cooling or keeping our vegetables fresh, as fridge as well, as Kent as well as refrigerator as well. So it all depends on the vocabulary, because with the vocabulary comes my synonyms that are similar pattern, similar, I can say, words which are having similar meanings. Then comes my antonyms that are coming out to be my opposites. Then coming out to be my idiom, which is talking about, of course, which is enhancing my words or enhancing my sentence. Then phrasal verbs are there, and then of course there are some understanding of the context clues. Now when I'm saying understanding of the context clues, definitely I'm talking about idioms, I'm talking about proverbs, I'm talking about different set of words which are coming up in the form of phrases, which is helping us just to enhance my structure of the sentence. Now there are two sentences I'm talking about. I am hungry, I am famished, I am having, I can say, rats running in my stomach. All three means the similar thing, that I am hungry, but how I am enhancing, that depends upon my vocabulary. And definitely it such kind of a platforms help us to enhance our vocabulary and to raise our collars when we are talking amongst the friends as well. Then comes my second category, that is talking about my grammar. Now when I'm talking about grammar, definitely I'm talking about how to I can say elaborate my sentence with the proper and authentic grammatical structures. Now every sentence cannot be my simple sentence. There could be complex sentence structures, there could be different clauses, There could be different, I can say, either direct speech or indirect speech. There could be a lot of punctuations and the capitalization where we need to give the pause while having the, I can say, like spoken English, where I can make it in the capitalized form, whether my proper noun will be in the capitalized form or not, whether I'm putting the focus on some, I can say, noun or not. So all these category are coming under the category of grammar. Whereas if I'm talking about grammar and my structure of the sentence is flawless, flawless as in there is no problem with my grammar, but I am not sure about whether my occasion word will be having double C or double S or both of them will be there, and I make that spelling error in my sentence where my grammar of, or I can say structure of the sentence is flawless, then I lose marks. No, then it makes me okay little go like dizzy that how I can make this spelling error. So definitely if I'm talking about vocabulary, if I'm talking about grammar, then definitely my spelling is also a blocking stone if I am not sure about my spelling, if I'm not sure whether the word is written with the correct formation of my letters or not. Definitely we have learned, you must have been like learning it as well, that you generally have the problem with a word called receive. I am not sure whether it is RECIEVE or RECEIVE. So here is the quick, I can say, hint for everybody, that my letter C will always have E first and then I. So wherever my word is there, let's say receive or deceive, then my C will always be followed with E first and then I. Because if I am saying A, B, C, D, E, F, then all my letters says C will always be followed with E. After C, E comes C, D, E, and then I comes after a long blockage. So C will always have E and then I. So receive, deceive, conceive. So such kind of words will always have E. So such kind of a tricks generally help us to, I can say, grab a better deal to have a spelling or learning of the spelling. Generally, you must be learning about this fact that whether principal of my school is with AL or LE. So when I'm saying LE, it is talking about rules. Anything that is coming, if I'm saying the word rule, RULES, so my principal with LE is also talking about the rules only. So if I'm talking about school, so it is always with principal, PRINCIPAL. So definitely it helps us to have that, I can say, the strength. Okay, I cannot be wrong with my spellings. Then comes my sentence completion, where whether I am putting the appropriate word or the phrase in my blank or not, whether my word is fixing the whole sentence structure or not, that is also required to be well aware about. Then rearranging of the sentence. So if I am not well aware about my subject, verb, object, or subject
I think Anjali ma'am's network got stuck somewhere. So let me check with her through which they can learn new words.
that if my spellings or my sentence structure, or if I'm not sure about my subject verb agreement, then definitely I cannot go ahead with formation of my proper sentence. Now when we are talking about such kind of a thing, so it comes all with the amalgamation as in it all comes all together with the mixed form. So if I am cooking up Maggie and if I miss out Maggie masala, so eventually it will not come out to be the best Maggie I'm eating. It will be the bland Maggie we will be eating. So yes, we need to work upon all the aspects over there, whether it is my vocabulary, whether it is my grammar, whether it is my spelling, whether it is my sentence, whether it is my rearranging of the sentences. So all
Recording in progress.
yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. It was breaking, but now
I
it's
don't know
audible.
why some glitches there. Anyhow, yes, Arohi, you want to ask something, bache? Yes, beta.
Ma'am, so the sample papers will be provided for kids to solve, right? Will they be like examined by somebody? What score they will get? This is the first time we are doing it, so we don't know how the Olympiad is going.
So
Yes.
in the live classes, ma'am, there will be 12 sessions covering the concept syllabus and level 2 based practice questions. Along with that, a mock test will also be shared, and last year paper will be discussed in the class.
Questions you can, like if you see, it is based on the first question, which is talking about the correct spelling of the fruit. Now if I am seeing all the options, it gives me a very clear idea. Okay, it gives me that heads on that definitely I'm aware about this particular fruit, but all of them seems to be very, I can say, similar to each one of them. So there we need to understand that how to identify the syllables and how to I can say recognize the fact that which syllable is going to come which after which particular letter or the alphabet. So if you see here, clementine is my correct pronunciation for the fruit, and eventually if I see then of course out of A, B, C and D, C comes out to be my relevant option. Then again comes out to be my, if you see the next question, which is again one of the finest questions that we find in almost all the areas, that the spelling of transparent. It seems it when we hear about it, it looks like, oh my god, such an easy aspect, such an easy spelling. But when we look at the options all the way over there, they all look also similar, and we go so baffled over there, so amused over there, that oh my god, what will be the correct option? So yes, definitely you can have a hands-on experience with the same. You can write your options in the chat as well and locate which one is the correct option. So such kind of questions generally appear for the spelling area. Going ahead with the next one, when we are talking about the another aspect where we are saying fill up the blanks, how what kind of phrasal verbs can definitely come over there, what kind of words which can make the sentence meaningful, as well as can give the justification stating out that okay fine, this will be the correct way of formation of forming my subject verb object criteria, and it is fulfilling all the categories of my grammar. Like, I would like to dash your attention to the second paragraph of my letter, dash to the terms of sales of machinery. So, of course, at times when we locate the sentence, we find that all the options are correct. But there we need to understand, and there what we are going to learn in our classes as well, that which verb goes perfectly with the next pronoun, or maybe the next object, and how it is connecting with my second blank, whether it is appropriate or not. It could be possible that my first verb goes all the way same in ABCD, but my second, I can say the connecting word could be the I can say game changing for the sentence. So there we need to understand this fact that definitely we are locating this thing, that we have to arrange the things in our head again, keeping my subject verb agreement in the mind, keeping my speech in the mind, keeping my, I can say, the arrangement of the words as well as my verbs in the mind. Then again, such kind of a question, how do you spell, where the spelling of the word is given, but again you have to locate the word. What does this word, or what particular word will be the perfect for the definition that has been provided to us. Now if you see, how do you spell the word, that means a person who easily believes whatever is told. So what definitely it comes in your head that what would be the word for the same, and once you are having hands on experience with the perfect vocabulary, there you can understand that my word is credulous, rather than credulous, rather than, I can say, credulous. So such kind of words come with the complete sentence. I can say when we are having a good hold on my vocabulary, good hold on my synonyms, good hold on my antonyms, good hold on, I can say, one word substitution. So there they comes up with that particular category where we have learned, okay, I have learned this in my classes and I can definitely attempt that. So that I can say that buckle up moment generally comes up after learning it. Then sentence completion, again, when we are talking about sentence completion, it is always having five hold concept, as in whether you are having, whether you are aware about the verbs, whether you are aware about nouns and pronouns, whether you are aware about the adjectives, whether you are aware about the pronouns, whether you are aware about the different kind of adverbs. When we are talking about such parts of speech, we need to understand they are also bifurcated further, and which maybe at times my reflexive pronoun goes the best rather than my interrogative pronoun. So there we need to understand that which word, which particular part of speech will be suiting where. Now if you see, scientists are worried dash the increase in global warming and want people dash of the consequences. Now if I see, so I can definitely go along as well, I can definitely go about as well, I can definitely go for as well. Now when I am looking that these three words are perfectly suiting here, then my game changer will be my second word. Will it be fitting with my first fill up the blank or not? So there tips and tricks generally comes. When we learn it from the book, it stays in our head as a theoretical one. But when we gain the tips and tricks, we generally get to know in a very, I can say, in a blink of an eye, stating out that whether I am aware about it or not. Now if you just see, while speaking, I am also using different kind of idioms in the pronouns, like blink of an eye, tighten up your belt. There also plays a very important role, or I can say integral role, to understand that how my these words are enhancing my vocabulary, how they are enhancing my overall structure of the sentence as well. Okay. Now, going ahead with the section number 2, that is reading. We are also aware about it that we call them as a comprehension. We are also aware about it that we are talking about them as unseen passages. We are also aware about the fact that it is talking about that what kind of scenario it is. Just a minute. I hope I am audible to each one of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So reading comprehension is talking about such kind of a questions where we can see one passage having sub questions about it, or one passage is dealing with the one or two questions as well. So basically, the idea of such passages are to identify the main idea, the crux of the passage, what is the passage talking about, what is the, I can say, inbuilt factors, consequences, or the feature about it. And definitely, which is the favorite part of all the English areas, that is the vocabulary. And definitely, we are talking about the facts versus the opinion, which is telling me that whether, of course, it is, I can say, plus one or a brownie point for us that we get to know about polar bears, Antarctica, or maybe global warming, pollution via these unseen passage. And like while doing or while making up my English perfect, I'm also learning about different kind of factual figures as well. So again, it is like a cherry on the cake for each one of us. So such kind of a questions you can see where there is a quite, I can say, bracketed or jacketed one passage is provided to you with 3 to 4 or maybe 10 lines. And based on that, you are having the question which is talking about different options. You have to read the passage, you have to read those lines, and after that you have to attempt that question, which is having the 4 options, and out of that one will be the most appropriate of all. Now, beyond that, if there is a synonym or antonym question, then definitely you can pull the string of the synonym or the antonym. You must have learned it in the class, which gives you clear idea that what will be the similar word or the opposite word of it. Otherwise, definitely there is a cue as well. We do understand by the inference of the sentence whether my sentence is giving me the meaning of the word which is provided it to me over there or not. There we can also get to know or have the hands-on experience with my synonyms and the antonyms. Now, this is my personally my favorite part, achievers section, because I am dealing right now with a lot of achievers and a lot of intellectuals. So definitely, it is for I can say benefit for all of you. Now, achievers question are generally said to be my 5 questions, which are, I can say, Cloud9 questions for everybody. Now, they are divided into 3 different categories, that is, critical thinking, creative, and open ended questions. Now, when I'm talking about such questions, they are again mixed with a lot of solving problem questions, or I can say, which is having a lot of essays, poetries, dialogues, or I can say monologues or persuasive texts. Beyond that, it is also talking about some reasoning questions, reasoning solutions, having the context related questions. And there, if you just see such questions, there is you will get a hands on experience stating out freedom and equality are the dash rights of every human being. Now, when we read such questions, I know as I'm talking back and through about it, I am dealing with a lot of intelligent students. So for you, it is a, I can say, a cakewalk for you people. But definitely, when we read the options, it gives me the idea. Okay, my answer could be B option as well. My answer could be D option as well, and we are not in KBC that we will get 50-50 option, no. So there we need to, again, as ma'am has very clearly said, practice makes man perfect. And there, by achieving this achievers action like section, you will, I understand that definitely you will also get hands on experience with that. There are questions which are similar to that as well, like synonym, antonym, questions like one word substitution, questions like talking about unseen, where you are talking about where you are reading a poetry, 3 to 4 lines, verse is there, and the question based on that. Again, your answer is definitely lying with you only, where you are seeing that, yes, I have practiced a lot and I can achieve it. And then this comes out to be the favorite of all. Ma'am, how to build up the vocabulary? Ma'am, how to go ahead with the learning of the vocabulary? So the question, or the, I can say, your statement comes up where you can build up your vocabulary by different means. Now, the first such mean is definitely reading a lot. Reading a lot, as in you need to understand that if you will read a lot, you there will be a lot of questions you will be or the new words you will be encountering. And when you will be encountering new words,
you will definitely go and fetch your dictionary, and there you need to make up your vocabulary notebook. Because if you are not going to make up your vocabulary notebook, then it will go like I can say a complete shower for you, that you have read it, you learned the meaning from the dictionary, you have not used it, it has gone away from your mind. So you need to pin and you need to pen it down very, very clearly, so that you can understand that what word is there and how you can use it in your daily life. Beyond that, there is also a very good technique stating out that if you're learning a new vocabulary, new word, then you can also use those sticky notes and fill up your, I can say, the room gate or room door, or maybe the refrigerator door or almirah door, or wherever you are looking the first, and write down 3 to 4 new words, and you can definitely gain a lot of I can say vocabulary building words over there as well. Then definitely you can specify about as I've told you, the memory tricks there, where you can see it and you can learn it. Okay, if I'm seeing it, definitely I can see that which particular word can actually go for today, and I can use it on the daily basis. Like if I'm saying maybe it's raining badly today, so yesterday I learned it from my book, or maybe from essay, that when it is raining badly, I can use it is raining cats and dogs, and see how I have built up my like vocabulary from that particular book or essay, using a lot of context and the clues to figure out the meaning is very, very important, because it helps you to enhance in your unseen passages as well, that which word is, if you will not understand the in fact meaning of the word, you won't be able to understand the sentence. So you need to understand, you need to figure it out by the sentence only, by reading 2 sentences up, 2 sentences down, that what is the meaning of the word, and from there you can definitely keep it in your head. Then synonyms and antonyms, similar words, instead of saying, as I've told you, very hungry, you can say famished. Instead of saying it was, I can say, a very serious issue, you can say it was a grave issue. So, such kind of words which can replace my very can help me to enhance my synonyms. And definitely, rather than saying something in no, we can use the politer words or in the form of antonyms, and we can speak as well as we can write, and by writing and speaking and looking as well, we can definitely enhance our vocabulary. And beyond that, there are a lot of, I can say, vocabulary tools. There are a lot of reading, writing that is associated with it. And if you want to enhance, if you want to have that, I can say, a good bank of words with you, then one thing can definitely and definitely help you out. Writer, I can say, whatever you have done it in the whole day, write it down by keeping it in your head, that you cannot use the same verb or same noun or same, I can say, on the at least for 3 days. Try to replace it with another word, and once you will have the habit of doing it, you will get I can say, I can bet you in 15 days you can have a very good bank of words with you, which you can use, which you can flaunt in front of I can say, everyone, maybe in your family, maybe in your friend circle, maybe when you're talking to even your teacher, that instead of saying friend, you can say Paul. If you can say, instead of saying that he or she is not my friend, you can say acquaintance. So definitely, when you are having that habit, that okay, I can replace this word from the another one, there you will have a lot of hands-on knowledge, hands of words with you, that okay, I can definitely use this word, which will help me to gain a lot of knowledge. Then vocabulary is, if I am talking about a word which is not appropriate for grade 3, maybe is appropriate for grade 6, then it is of no use. So, of course, the foundation of the vocabulary should come from the basic only. That is from, I can say, phonics, where where I can understand the word, where I can recognize the word, and we can understand that at maybe in the short vowels or long vowels, how to put a stress upon. What kind of relation is there in amongst the categories, stating out whether I'm talking about antonyms or synonyms, whether they are coming under the same categories, maybe they are same kind of species, we are talking about same category of shapes. So recognizing the facts, recognizing these things are very, very important, otherwise we won't be able to categorize it. And if we won't be able to categorize it, then my context will not be understandable for me. So just to make the things understandable for me, I need to categorize it, I need to put it in the basic clues, and from there I can start with my basic, I can say, formation of my vocabulary or the word bank. And there we need to understand that yes, some words are having the similar beginnings, some are having different beginnings, some are having similar endings, some are having different endings. So analysis of the word is very important, whether it is my singular one, whether it is plural, whether it is compound, whether my vocabulary is talking about one theme or different themes, whether it is having some figurative knowledge, whether it is talking about some similes or metaphors, whether it is talking about any kind of a clue that could be given it to me as a hidden meaning. So such kind of words are important at the middle level. I can say at the lower level, but when we are coming up to the middle level, then of course I need to understand that some words can replace it with the better words. Now if I'm talking about some I can say, maybe I am generally saying that, oh, what a I really like the smell of the mud, I really like the smell of the rain. So instead of that, I can just become a little, I can say, advanced, at the advanced level, and I can say I love petrichor. So it gives the clear picture to the somebody who's listening to me that what that person has spoken. Instead of saying that I am having a long day, I was doing a lot of work, so you can say simply I was running the errands. So such kind of root verbs can be there, which can of course help us to enhance or analyze the words in the situation better. Then of course my academic related vocabulary can also be there. Specifically if I'm talking about maybe science or SSTs, they are generally talking about such kind of a words, which are having words which are associated with my, I can say, theme, or maybe the root, or maybe some kind of a scientific word. Then the relationship with different kind of people, like we can also say, we have also made it in the school as well, the family trees and everything. So analogies and the families generally talk about different kind of scenarios like this. Then there are again coming up, or I can say standing tall on the word called synonym and antonym. Instead of saying somebody who is confused, I can say that the person is I was perplexed with this, I was in dilemma. So such kind of a words also work as wonders for every single area. So these are the definitely my vocabulary areas, which is talking about that what all are important and what all are not. So if I am learning such kind of a words, it helps me to enhance, it helps me to gain the knowledge, yes, that these words will definitely going to help me out to solve the paper, to get the higher marks, to have the, I can say, better it will not only to secure the higher marks, but also it will help me to gain better vocabulary, it will help me to gain better grammar rules, it will give me good practice for my reading and analysis of my text, And such kind of papers when we give, we generally have a lot of, I can say, hands-on experience with the things. We generally miss it out when we are going ahead with the academic learning of the grammar. Such kind of scenarios are definitely important because it helps me to add on my synonyms, antonyms, my idioms, and not only that, but also it helps me to brush up with a lot of like grammar rules which goes hidden when we are preparing for our school tests. So I guess, ma'am, you will be taking over further. You are not audible to me, ma'am.
Yeah, sorry, I was on mute. So students, I hope all of you have gained a lot of tips related to the vocabulary and what kind of questions you should practice for the preparation of level 2 exam. What kind of strategy you should follow, like practice, revise the concepts, practice lots and lots of question papers, and practice a lot of mock test. So these are the things that will make you stand out in the level 2 exam also, and will give you a chance to score higher and a higher rank. Okay. So here are the classes schedule that we have that we have planned and schedule from 27 December. The classes are going to start. It has 12 session with Olympiad expert teachers. Sessions that level 2 sessions that MTG has planned exclusively for the students. These are paid classes and they're going to start from 27th of December, in which we will be covering the concept revision along with the level 2 based practice questions. 2 sessions for explaining last year paper and the doubts of students related to their exam, related to their syllabus, related to their any question. There is LMS access for class recordings and class notes. There will be one mock test. So all these questions, all the level 2 based questions will be practiced in the class. There is a discussion forum access for asking the queries. So all these things are covered in the level 2 classes, which is starting from 27th of December. So this is the schedule you can see for 3 and 4. The timings are 5 to 6 p.m. On Monday, Wednesday, Friday. For 5 and 6, the timings are 6:15 to 7:15 p.m. For 7 and 8, we have timings 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. from 27 December. So we have different teacher for different grades. Anjali ma'am will be a teacher in one of the classes. So this is the schedule that we are going to cover. And so students, if anybody is interested, they can fill up the form. Team, please share the form so that they can fill up if they are looking for enrollment. And if you have already enrolled into the classes, you will be getting the schedule in your respective WhatsApp groups and the email ID. So students, one important thing, even if you prepare yourself, be focused, start revising, make a schedule and follow it. Practice lots and lots of questions from the previous year's papers, from the mock test. That will give you a hands-on experience because the syllabus is same for level 1 and level 2 exam. But you have to master the questions. The more questions you practice, the more confident you will be. So practice lots and lots of questions. You will encounter many different kind of questions, many different kind of keywords, different kind of vocabulary. So this will help you in building confidence. If you have any questions or any doubt, don't hesitate to ask from your teacher, tutor, or parents or elder siblings. And finally, relax and enjoy the process of learning. It should be come from within, have passion for learning, and definitely it's going to help you one day. Happy learning to all the students and all the best to all of the students who are going to appear for the level 2 exam in February. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the chat box also, or you can raise hand so that I can ask, we can ask you unmute and take up the query. So after that, we will end up the session. Okay. Okay, Paridita. Yeah, please ask your question.
Ma'am, does literature also come in the syllabus of level 2?
No, there is no literature. There is a grammar portion which is there in the exams. There is no literature portion. Okay, Arnav, please unmute.
Yes, ma'am. What is meaning of metaphors?
Metaphors, I think Anjali ma'am can give you the best answer on that.
This is a figurative speech, beta, we are talking about. Metaphor is a way of doing the comparison using different word or words, which is an, I can say, imaginative word where we are just putting the quality of somebody in somebody's arm, stating out that, like if I am saying, her words were, I can say, a rose in his heart, or I can say definitely that it cannot happen that the person is having a rose in the words, but definitely the way it has been delivered, it was so beautiful that it located as if it was a, I can say, rose. Or I can also say in the easy term that she's a clown. Nobody can be a clown altogether, but it is just a way of representing that the girl which was looking like little different was having the, I can say, appearance of the clown. So these are said to be the metaphors where I am putting the imaginative comparison with someone.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, Tenzin, please ask your question.
Ma'am, what is on-demand learning?
On-demand learning. Okay, that is that we have informed about the LMS. That is, we'll provide access to the app, Guruji app, where you can access the class recordings and the class notes. So whenever you want to revise the concept, whichever ma'am has or the teacher has taught you in the class, you can anytime open it and revise it. So this is basically an access to app. If anybody who is enrolling into the classes, they will be given access to Guruji app, where